Hi, thank you for joining me today. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about why you should stop posting your link and start selling yourself. My name is Sharon. I am a unique presenter, but this topic is really good no matter what home business you have. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about today is spamming our link everywhere. Now, I know that one of the things that happens when we join a company is we get really excited about what we're doing. Usually we're joining a company because we love the products and, we use it a lot. We want to share it with everybody. And then when we get to a point where we're ready to start building a team, we just want everybody to join us. And that enthusiasm is really great and should always be harnessed, but you want to make sure that you're not being an online nuisance. So that was one of the things I wanted to talk about today. For example, I am a member of a lot of direct sales groups, networking groups, and so forth on Facebook. And a lot of times what I end up seeing on those groups is what I consider to be spam. So for example, some of the ads that I see on there are things like, I need 100 people to sign up for a free customer account. It only takes a few minutes. Now, as soon as I read something like that, the first thing I'm thinking is that, if I sign up as a free customer, I'm just going to get a lot of spam emails. It's not something I'm interested in, and I have no idea what the company is because I really wasn't interested in getting any further than that first line. Another example, join for free and make money now. Well, in that situation, there's actually a lot of companies that are either free to join or they have very affordable startup fees. And in that kind of a situation, you would want to think, why should somebody join me? Why should they join my team as opposed to somebody else? Every company has thousands of representatives. So the first thing I think when I see an advertisement like that is, why should I join your team? Another post that I had seen recently is, I'm looking for 5 people to let me post onto their wall, and in return you can post your business onto my wall. Now, again, something like that, I can see where you're coming from. If you're posting something like that, if you want to post either your business opportunity or, whatever your favorite product is, you're wanting to put it on somebody else's wall because you're trying to gain exposure and get all of that person's friends to see what it is that you have to offer. Now, that's really great. I understand that you're trying to get exposure to your business, but if somebody doesn't know who you are, they're not going to have too much interest in contacting you about whatever it is that you're advertising. Again, this really comes down to learning how to build relationships with people. Another one that I had seen recently was an advertisement that said, who wants to be my model? You can get my products for 3 months for 50% discount. Again, something like that, I understand where you're coming from, where you're trying to find somebody who can try your products for, whatever your discount is for a few months, and hopefully they'll stay as a customer afterwards. But again, that's a little bit more self-centered in such that, I'm going to be benefiting, and that's kind of like what that advertisement really sees, as opposed to really focusing on the other people. I am going to be making a video on networking eventually, but that's just definitely one of the topics that I want to touch on today. Okay, when we start a company, we have very little training and we have a lot of excitement, and both of those are really good because in the beginning, the excitement can sometimes override the fact that we don't have training in what we're doing. So we end up vomiting a lot of our information onto our friends and our family and all of these networking groups that are really great, but that's not the best way to use those. And so we end up throwing our link out into cyberspace everywhere. And sometimes we're just posting our link in the comments. Sometimes we're just posting it online. Sometimes if somebody, compliments something about, our business or what we're doing, and then we just post our link and say, hey, whenever you're ready to buy, just go here. If they're going to buy or if they want to do business with you, they're going to find a way. They will ask you for your link, and there's really no reason to be throwing it out into cyberspace. One time I had gotten a message from somebody that I did not know. I had never had any previous contact with them before. And the first thing they were asking me is, do you or your mom or your friend, your daughter, your best friend, your niece, your grandmother like to use this kind of product? I had no idea who they were. They didn't know who I was. And they didn't even know if maybe I was already with that company. So when you're sending out messages like that, you have no idea who you're sending it to. You haven't built any kind of relationship up with that person. And there's really no reason for that person to want to do business with you if all you're doing is spamming their inbox. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to talk about is how to stand out. You need to learn how to sell yourself before you can sell a product successfully. Now, all of this stuff that I'm talking about is really for people who are interested in building up their business to a full-time income. That's my main goal with Younique, and all of the advice that I give in all of my videos is always going to be about how to build this for a full-time income. Now, a lot of people do this, do a direct sales company for a hobby, or sometimes they just join because they want to get a discount. But this is all stuff that I'm talking about if you're wanting to go into a full-time income with your business, okay? So we need to talk about what makes you stand out. Why should I join your team as opposed to somebody else's team? Now, every company has thousands of consultants and representatives. Now, there has to be something about you that stands out so that I can have a reason to join you as opposed to somebody else that I just met. Okay? Now, what are some things that we can do that? There's 3 things, so I want you guys to write these down. Things that you can do to make yourself stand out is, number 1, be knowledgeable about what it is that you're offering. Number 2 is to be passionate about your business. And number 3 is to be a leader. Eventually, I'm going to be doing a video on how to fake it until you make it, and that kind of touches on that subject a little bit. Okay, so the first one that we're talking about is how to be knowledgeable. I had recently responded to, actually I think I asked a question on somebody's advertisement in a local community group, and they were talking about some kind of a health product. And right now I'm kind of in a health kick because I'm getting ready. This year is going to be a really healthy year for me. So I'm trying to just gain information on all of the health companies that are out there, and I just want to see what they have to offer. So I asked this person a question as a comment on their post, and they immediately just said, "Oh yeah, it's the greatest product. Here's my link, check out what we have." And I said, okay, well, how is this different than what these other 2 companies have to offer? And their response was, oh, it's just so much better, it's healthier, and the ingredients are better. Did you want to try them? And I was really just looking for more information. I mean, I don't know anything about this company other than I've heard of the name, and I was looking for more information. I wanted to know, why is your product better than somebody else's? But no matter how many ways I asked, I just couldn't get that information out of them, and they just kept sending me their link and asking me if I wanted to buy or if I wanted to try like a trial sample that they had, and they just had no solid information to give me that would help me make a decision. So being knowledgeable about what you have to offer is really important. And if I had met somebody from that same company who knew more about the products, knew more about the ingredients, and knew how to tell me what was different or better from, you know, that company to other companies, I would have automatically gone with that second person, even though I had already met somebody from that company. The second thing is being passionate. Now, your passion for your business and for your company and what you have to offer comes out really easily when people are seeing you talking about it all the time, using the products, or if you're just working your business. People are always going to see your passion when you're really excited about something. And one of the things that you can do as far as showing your passion is really just showing people that you're using the products. You need to be a product of the product. So for me, you know, I sell Younique. If I don't actually wear the mascara, or it doesn't work for me, or I don't know how to use it properly, because there can be user error with this, not everybody is going to be interested in it. If you're selling a health product but you don't actually use it yourself, or you've never lost weight on it, or you've never gained muscle or whatever, there's no reason for other people to believe that it should actually work. So make sure that you're a product of the product, and that passion for your company and for your business will really shine through. Number 3 is being a leader. Now, if you're interested in building a team, you need to be a leader, and you have to learn how to be a leader. If you've never had a team before or never been in any kind of leadership position, then that's where some learning is going to come in. And I highly, highly recommend reading. That is the easiest way for you to gain knowledge on how to be a leader with other people. Now, there's a couple of books that I'm going to recommend that you start with, although I have a list of probably a couple dozen at least that I could recommend overall. But one really good book that I actually just read recently is called Go Pro by Eric Worre, and that had some really valuable information on how to build a strong team. I have met some people who said that, you know, they've been able to recruit, you know, 20 or 30 people onto their team before, but they were very weak. They didn't do a lot of work. She didn't really know how to train them very well. And at this point, she's actually starting over. And you don't want to do that. If you're spending a lot of time and effort into building a team, you want to make sure that they're a strong team. And you want to learn how to guide them in the right direction so that they're not very dependent on you and they know how to train themselves. You want them to be self-motivated, okay? The next book that I'm going to recommend for you is called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and that's by Dale Carnegie. And that is a fantastic book that will teach you how to relate to other people. And, you know, I have been in the direct sales business for about 6 years, and I just recently joined Unique. So there are a lot of things that I have learned, and this is one of the main books that really helped me learn how to relate to other people. There's something that I've learned recently called attraction marketing, and if you haven't heard of that yet, you definitely need to look that up, and this book will be a really good start for you in that direction. So one thing that I want you guys to write down right now that will really help you with your business, especially when it comes to building a team, is people join people, not companies. So, for example, when I knew that I was looking for a new opportunity, I've joined several companies looking for the right one for me. Once I tried the Unique mascara, I was really excited about that, and I knew that I wanted to join that company. But the person I had bought it from, she's 18, she was only working her business during the summer, and now she's in college. So I wanted to find somebody who was really going to help me get to the top. I wanted to be at the top of the company, and I needed to find somebody who was there. So through networking and joining some of those direct sales groups and networking groups, I met a lot of people who are in the Unique business, and I just talked to them. I asked them how their business has been going, how long have they been with it, what their goals are, where they are right now. And just through chatting with them online, I was able to get a feel for the right person that I wanted to join. And I knew that she was the right person for me because she works her business every day. She's at the top of the company. And she didn't seem to me to be somebody who was going to recruit me and then leave. And she didn't. She was somebody who really wants to help other people build their business and get to where she is. And that's really important. You need to be that person in order to build a really successful team. Be the type of person that you're going to be able to draw people to you. Let them know that, hey, if you join my team, I'm going to be there for you to help you out and to guide you in the right direction. And you need to do those kind of things to make yourself stand out from the crowd. Okay, so learn how to promote yourself as a positive person and as somebody who can be a really great leader. And there's a video that I had done recently that I want you to check out that explains to you things that you should not be doing on social media, specifically as far as your home business. Go ahead and go to my YouTube channel. It's called How to Kill Your Business in 10 Ways. And that was something that I had actually gotten from a Black Status Unique presenter at a training that I went to. Make sure, this is just my little 2 cents, you know, it's your business, you can do what you want, but my 2 cents is not to be joining things like COTM groups, which stands for Consultant of the Month. Now that's really great if you want to do it just for fun, but a lot of times people will join these types of groups because they're wanting to boost their sales. And the way that it works is there's a Consultant of the Month, and everybody that's in that group buys from that person's business for that month, and then whatever month you're assigned to, then everybody will buy from you. That's really great as a hobby. You'll meet some great people. I've done them before. You'll meet some great people. You'll be able to try out some new products that you probably wouldn't have tried out before. But that's not the best way to build your business. You will probably lose more money than you make. So joining the COTM groups is not really something that I would advise as far as building your business and building your sales. For things that you should be doing on social media, go ahead and check out my video, How to Build Your Business on Social Media. That has some really great tips as well. The last thing that I want to add for you is learning how to network. I'm going to be doing a video specifically on that topic by itself, but just a few things on that I wanted to add for you guys. Always be adding new friends. You should always be adding new friends from your Facebook groups that you join. You should have a minimum of 2,000. That should be your main goal if you haven't gotten there yet. And once you're adding people, you need to learn how to get to know them. So for example, think of yourself as going to a party. You're going to a friend's party, and let's say you know half the people there. Whenever you're introduced to somebody or you meet somebody, get to know them. You're going to be asking them, what do you do? What do you like? What kind of hobbies do you have? And that's the same exact approach that you should be having in this situation as well. Don't vomit your information, don't vomit your products and your opportunity on them, but through casual conversation, you guys are going to get to know each other. So stop posting your link everywhere, get to know people on a personal level, and that will really help boost your business. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated for future training videos, okay? Thanks so much. Have a good day.